moments later.
Okay guys, so I got some stuff ready for us, and I'm starting on ammo Project Ammunition for Fallout 76.
Ah! Hey, buddy, you seem upset. But around here, you have to say things in English and in French.
We hate being right about these circumstances, but 2 weeks ago, when we popped off with the war in Iran, we said there are way too many infinity third world criminal aliens and legal aliens in our nations, and that these individuals will be activated to hurt you, and you got to keep your head on a swivel. And now we have another embassy attack, this time not in some far off distant sandbox like Baghdad or Syria or Dubai, but right here on our own continent. Iran is activating sleeper cells outside of the country, Intercepted Alert says. Let's go ahead and read. We predicted this. We hate to be right. Iran may be activating sleeper cells outside of the country. According to an alert that was intercepted by the U.S., the encrypted communications, believed to have come from Iran. It was sent by an operational trigger for sleeper assets, according to ABC News. The sleeper cells are agents or terrorists have planted in countries that have idiotic immigration policies that let people in who hate them and want them dead. To blend with normal civilians, they are needed to carry out an attack. The message was transmitted across multiple countries shortly after the Ayatollah Khomeini was obliterated in a joint U.S.-Israeli airstrike in Tehran. His son, Mojtaba Khomeini, has since been named as the supreme leader. Daily Mail exclusively revealed in August an extensive passport scheme where Iranian forces coming to the west through Venezuela setting up sleeper cells in America's backyard. Fears of such activity has only heightened across the U.S. In the last week, covert agents laying low in America may be triggered to retaliate war in Iran. The war has entered its second week. U.S. and Israel feuding after Israeli forces blew up Iran's oil depots. White House fears the move could anger Americans, surging gas prices, and so on and so on. So it goes with war, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I want to stay out of war. But anyway, the point is that we're seeing these attacks happening in American outposts around the world. Here, for instance, in peaceful Europe, not peaceful anymore, in Norway, a country that used to be incredibly safe. Now it is now it reflects the third world hellscape in which they have imported infinity third worlders, and now they are blowing up American embassies. Explosion at the U.S. Embassy in Oslo, Norway. There's no injuries. There is damage. Black smoke emanating through the embassy from asylum seekers. We're not exactly sure. Norwegian police said the blast occurred. Minor damage. No injuries. Here's the photograph. Norwegian police released pictures of surveillance footage. Dude, seriously, like every cell phone has a 4K camera on it, and this is the best surveillance footage we can get. Anyway, there's no way to tell what's going on here. But these are the people who blew up, or tried to blow up the embassy in, look at that. It looks like the kind of bombs that were used Gracie Mansion when two ISIS teenagers threw bombs this weekend. Anyway, the point is that, like, are they connected? I'm not exactly sure. I know something that is connected. The importation of people who hate you will destroy your nation. Like, they warn about this in the Bible, actually. It's like it's scriptural and important to understand. That you'll destroy your country, and there's a way to peacefully invade a place. Diversity within the Muslim population in Canada. Let's see. Every Canadian data on the origins, religious people, census data, key demographic character. Canada's population that reported being Muslim has more than doubled in 20 years, from 2% to 5%. Oh my. 1.7 million people report being Muslim. Oh, okay. Who exactly are they? 3 in 10 people in Canada's most Muslim populations were born in Canada. We're proud here. 12% Pakistani, 5% Iranian. Look at that. And 4% Morocco, Algerian. And is that why we see shots fired at the U.S. consulate in Toronto today? National security incident. Let's go ahead and read. A brazen early morning attack. Shots were fired at the United States consulate in downtown Toronto. Toronto is a city of millions of people. It's right on the U.S. border. The consulate is right downtown. The incident occurred at 5:30 a.m. local time, resulted in no injuries. It's been labeled a national security incident, meaning terrorism, by Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who are collaborating with the Toronto Police and international partners to determine the motives. What could it possibly be? What could it possibly be? According to Toronto Police, officers responded to the reports of gunfire at the consulate located at University Avenue. Evidence of a discharged firearm was located at the scene, including bullet impacts, marks on the building. Could see them like, oh look, the bullet hole. During a press briefing on Tuesday morning, Toronto Deputy Police Chief revealed that a white Honda CRV pulled up to the front of the consulate. Two individuals emerged. One of them fired what appeared to be a handgun at the front of the building. Remember, strict gun control in Canada, you know? Chief Superintendent added that they take threats to the individuals living in Canada very seriously. No indication that there is an immediate threat to public safety at this time. There's just people like blasting away at the Canadian Embassy. Breaking gunfire hits U.S. consulate in Toronto. There's no tolerance in any forms of intimidation, harassment, targeting of any communities or individuals in Canada. Okay. Unless you're a trucker, obviously, that doesn't like the vax. Look at this. No reported injuries. Firearm discharge. You can also see that what happened in the U.S. consulate, these firearms were discharged at a memorial to American military members who lost their lives. Canadian police are reporting that the U.S. consulate in Toronto has been hit by gunfire. Police are reporting two armed males emerged from a white Honda CRV. Gunfire threats an attack worldwide. Democrats continue to defund DHS. Goodness. They fired at the glass doors of the building. So,
is there on the scene at the U.S. consulate. Megan, what can you tell us?
Well, a big police presence here, David, surrounding the U.S. consulate, which is the building right behind me. You can see the police tape and several police vehicles parked there, including a forensic identification unit. Police were called to the U.S. consulate around 5:30 this morning. The information Toronto Police has put out so far indicates that there were reports of a firearm discharged at the building, that there was evidence of that, no reports of injuries, and Toronto Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. Now, they didn't specify what that evidence is to indicate that a gun was discharged at the building, but through our cameras, we can see, David, that there are bullet holes in the glass door, the front door of the building, and police over the last few minutes have been inspecting that area.
There's no evidence for why we think that it was gunfire, except for the bullet holes in the glass building. Authorities investigate the shooting at the U.S. consulate. Rick Crawford, he's head of the Intelligence Committee, tells officials that they have to prepare for the worst-case scenario when it comes to potential terror cells. We've been telling you, keep your head on a swivel. Again, this is what it looks like outside of the U.S. consulate in downtown Toronto. Now, crime scene support technicians are there. This is the latest. Gunshots were fired at the building. You can see the pictures, flowers and pictures of the fallen U.S. soldiers current war in Iran can be seen outside of the entrance. So you see a makeshift memorial here for soldiers lost during Iranian conflict. Does that have something to do with it? Does this have something to do with it? That 6% of the Muslim population is Iranian in Canada? When will we stop the most damaging thing to all of our nations, which is suicidal empathy? Suicidal empathy that is practiced by these nations, including ours, will be our undoing. We've got to get smarter. It's your boy Benny. Make sure and subscribe. See ya.
mundo donde